I'm here with David Lowery of Camper Van Beethoven, and they're playing a little bit later tonight as a part of the new album, Our Beloved Revolutionary Sweetheart, and the new album is produced, or actually comes out on Virgin Records. David, glad you can make the show.
Well, thank you.
Sure.
Thank you.
David, what do you think the vast majority of Rolling Stone readers thought seeing your guys' faces after Lisa Bonet's rather hot pictorial there?
I don't know.
Kind of a shock there, huh?
I don't know what they think. You know, I'm not sure how many people really read that magazine.
Well, it has a big
just kind of buy it and kind of look at it and stuff like that. But I guess it does. I guess a lot of people buy it. It's certainly better than not being in Rolling Stone.
Yeah, definitely.
There's no such thing as bad press, that's fine.
I thought it was a good interview. It's good to see that quality bands such as yourself are getting the exposure that, you guys deserve, don't you think? It's a good thing to be in Rolling Stone.
Yeah, a few years ago, I guess a band like ours, probably it would be a lot harder for us to get some press. It just seems like that nowadays with the music scene, people are kind of grasping, sort of looking for something new.
It seems that, yeah.
Have there's sort of this pervading sense that the music scene is kind of stagnant.
It's definitely stagnant.
Like that. So it's very easy for obscure bands like us to get a lot of press. I'm not even really sure if radio and all that stuff really even matters. For the longest time, just kind of went around playing shows, and supposedly we were a college band, but I really don't know how many people really listen to college radio, My experience with working for college radio was that there's about 5 listeners at any one moment. And that's not to put it down, but the point I'm trying to make is I think mostly people hear about bands like the kind of bands like us, cult sort of underground bands through word of mouth, and in the long run, that's really how most bands, people find out about most bands.
But it shouldn't be that way. You guys, because the album, as we said, is a good album, and I was reading this article where you're saying, what you're talking about, you guys were like heshers, and what was the word again?
Well, we weren't saying we were heshers. Well, yes, maybe some of us are.
Whatever. But just like the guys who listen to the classic rock and stuff, and who are more open-minded to, not Madonna, Bon Jovi kind of stuff, that would like your guys' kind of music, and they're just not exposed to it.
Well, that's just always been, the problem with being an underground independent band, you reach a certain audience, but that's kind of, and that was always kind of funny to us that we were an underground band. Considered an underground band because we had we were always sort of making fun of sort of trendy kids that were alternative music and stuff, and we just we didn't feel like we were a commercial band. That wasn't our idea, but we just didn't really feel part of any scene. We just kind of wanted to develop a following and go around and play for that following.
It seems that the kind of music that you're making is kind of...
And that's why I brought up the Hesher thing. It's like going, not just college students, which that's kind of absurd that we're known as a college band, because I don't think we have any bigger or any less of a college audience than other people. But I just brought up that thing about Heshers in that article because I was just saying, well, there are people like that, we used to call Heshers, that would like our music, and I could see that. And there's no reason why, if they like our music, that you should exclude them. I don't want to give anybody a blood test. You can like our music or not. That's not the point of putting out records.